Welcome to Puvanur Aadhi Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBI Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are now in level 5. We completed the Panchanadais. We have seen Tisaranadai, we have seen Gandanadai, Mishranadai, Sangeetnanadai. Chatusranadai is a generic form. Generally, Sarvalahu is Takadimi Takajunu is Chatusranadai. We are going to deal more in Aadhi Thalam Tisranadai, as I told you. In any thalam, whatever we form, whatever we play is chatusram. We will deal with it a little later as we go along, because chatusram is part of rhythmic expressions. So today I am going to handle the topic called Kuraippu. As I briefed you in my last class, I was telling you that I will be taking Aadhi Thalam Mishra Kuraippu. But before I take that topic, I was just thinking that I introduce the concept of Kuraippu, what is the purpose of it, into all the thalas first. First of all, it's the basic reduction, how you have to systematically go about reducing certain aspects in a specific thala. We will cover those aspects. And then I'll teach you the elementary way how you can go about using these reductions. With these ideas, you can slowly develop the concept of reduction to a magnitude of magnificent patterns. Before I get into the class of Kuraippu, the first topic I'm going to handle in this class is Aadhi Thalam Kuraippu, a general reduction concept I'm going to teach you today. Before I get into this concept, I will start this class with the Thirukkural. Insolal ஈத்து அளிக்க வல்லார்க்கு தன் சொலால் தான் கண்டு அனைத்து இவ்வுலகு. What is the meaning of it? இனிமையான சொல்லோடு துன்புறுவோர்க்கு வேண்டியதை கொடுத்து காப்பாற்ற வல்ல அரசன் தன் மனத்தில் கருதியவாறே உலகமும் அமையும். A person has to be kind-hearted and talk sweet words, kind words, especially people in difficulty. If he can speak some kind words and motivate them, he will be regarded the most, and the whole kingdom will form as per his wish. That's what Thirulur states. And if he is kind-hearted, and so will it be the environment. And with this good thought, I'll enter into the class. Today I'm going to teach you the concept called reduction. Why at all reduction? So we learn so many things in our life. The most important thing in our learning is the way we present our learnings to the others. That's an important thing. So when you read a topic, you got to explain it to somebody. And if you can explain it in a nutshell, in a very beautiful, poetical way, the other person can understand in the most easiest form. That's the best learning, I would say. A person has assimilated the subject quite well. Similarly, you understood the learning of Aadhi Thalam. Now, Aadhi Thalam, so much of learnings are there. When you're trying to present, you have to present it in a structured way. There are so many things I've taught you. 12 sequences, different phrases, different ideas, different core ways, all those things. Nadais, we are getting into it. And how do we now package and then give it? That's the key thing. So there's a way to structure certain paragraphs you need to play, and then suddenly you can't abruptly stop. So you need to have a systemic reduction. Systemic reduction, there should be a way by which you come down and get into a conclusive state, and then tell that you're going to conclude this, and that's how you should present. Like as you do a puja, as you do Sandhya Vandhan, as you do your daily routines, as you see, as I always talk, rhythm is everywhere. When the day starts and the day ends, there's no deviation because the time span of a day is the constant and the time span of a night is constant, but there are some varied colors because the day actually, when it shifts from morning to evening, you could see so much of colors. Similarly, in our playing also there should be a lot of colors, and it should finally end in a beautiful way. Be it you play for 40 minutes, be it you play for 10 minutes, be it you play for 20 minutes, that should be well structured. It cannot be abstract things you can't play here and there. There should be whatever you think, 5 minutes you have got to plan, that should have a structure. If you have to plan for 3 minutes presentation, that should have a structure. So that's the idea of the reduction. That's how Kuraippu concept came into picture. Having said that, let's see how it goes. In Aadhi Thalam, I'll teach you the basic reduction techniques here, and then which can be built in a magnificent way. As we move along, I'll teach you some interesting concepts. In Aadhi Thalam, the last the sequence what we used to play is this is the sequence what we play. Now the concept of reduction comes. Typically the reduction, whenever you're playing, it's very ideal when you have a fellow person playing in some other percussion instrument like ganjira or ghadam or mohar singh. Like if you have a fellow artist along with you, this reduction gets a beautiful color because it comes into a dialogue mode. The dialogue mode, how you can start is, and I will teach you the basics. Tam, tat, tangada tang, tangada tam, tamgada tang, tangada tam, tamgada tang, tamgada. That's the sequence ending. As you end it, then you start the reduction process with this other person. Tataka din, taka dimmi, taka junu, dimmi, ta dimmi, naka dimmi, ta dimmi, na, taka din dimmi, dimmi, taka din dimmi, dimmi, talanga din tatam, talanga din tatam, talanga din tatam. The most important pattern, the technique is you choose first either a 4 cycle or a 2 cycle or 8 cycle. Here I've chosen a 2 cycle example. 2 cycle means 2 8-beat cycle. First of all you choose, then you play for 1 cycle, then you play for half a cycle, then quarter, and then you then play the farans and then traditional reduction, faran, mora and gorwe. So let's see how it goes. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junno dimita dimiti naka dimita dimiti naka taka din dimit dim taka din dimit din dimmi talanga din tatam talanga din tatam talanga din tatam. Dinna taka dimmi taka junno tangada ding kada taka dana ding kada tangada ding kada taka dana ding kada ding kada taka dana ding kada taka dana ding kada taka ding kada taka dana ding kada taka dana dam ding kada taka dana dam taka dana dam taka dana dam. Dinna taka dimmi taka junno taka dari kada taka dang kada taka dari kada taka dang kada taka dari kada taka dang. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junno taka dana den tating kada taka dana den tating kada taka dana den tatam. Tataka dimmi taka dana dam taka dana dam taka dana dam. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junno tam. Tataka dinna dinna tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna. This is the reduction part of it. So the first two cycled phrase is Tom tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junnu dimmi ta dimmi dinaka dimmi ta dimmi dinaka taka din dimmi din dim taka din dimmi din dimmi talanga din tatam talanga din tatam talanga din tatam. The other person will repeat the same thing. Then a variety for this two cycle, I am choosing whatever I have taught you. Using those phrases you are going to do. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junnu tangada ding kita taka dana ding kita tangada ding kita taka dana ding kita ding kita taka dana ding kita taka dana ding kita taka dana ding kita taka dana dam ding kita taka dana dam ding kita taka dana dam. This is the thing the other person will play. These are two beats, two cycled phrases, phrases you're going to play and showcase. Both of you will do in a dialogue mode. The next is one cycle. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junna takarigata taka tangata takarigata taka tangata takarigata taka tam. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka junna takadana din tangata takadana din tangata takadana din tam. This is a one cycle reduction. After the two cycle, you just reduce. Next is half cycle. Tataka dinna takadana dam takadana dam takadana dam. Tataka dinna taka dimmi taka. It gives a different pattern here. You can play talangudam, or rakatalangadam, anything you can play, but this is an example. So it's a half beat cycle. Then it's a quarter beat. Tataka dinna, only the two beats. Tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna tam, tataka dinna. These are the two beat cycle. So from 8 beats, from 16 beats, it's 16 beats, 8 beats, 4 beats and then 2 beats. You can reduce. That's called the reduction technique. Now you can play the normal other things. Takita dim, takita dim, takita dim, takita dim, takita taka dinna dim, tarikata taka 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 tarikata taka dim. Then you play the furrows. Up to this you can play. So these are all the different furrows. You can play multiple phrases. Like talangada gedataga tagatari gedataga kedataga tang gedataga tari gedataga. So you can play the varieties here. All these are foreign phrases. Now I'll teach you also different mora. So now I've taught you the concept. It will also be part of your kitty. Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankata Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankata Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankata Tagadam, Kadin the Tom, that Tankadin the Tom. So this is the new mora, and which has a very reverberation. Judutaka kedati tangada kedati. Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Talangan in the Tam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, in the Tam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, in the Tangan in the Tam, Talangan in the Tangan in the Tam, Tatangan in the Tangan in the Tam. That's a mora. And the core way for this is Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Tagadam, Judutagadi, Tankada Tagadam, Tha, Ti, Ta, Ta, Ti, Ki, Ta, Ta Dingan, Natu, Ta Dikitatandaga, Ta Dikitatandaga, Ta Dikitatandaga. That's the core way for which is as a similar pattern like this. This is the core way. So, as part of the reduction, I've introduced another new mora and core way also for you. This is for your additional vocabulary. So, hope you have understood the concept, the reduction. This is what I'm going to teach you in all those basic thalas of Aadhi Thalam, Rupakam, Misram and Ganda Chapa, and also for a sample I will cover for Ganda Tripude as well. Before I get into the Misra Kuraippu and complex Kuraippu of Ganda Kuraippu and all those things, I will teach you in the appropriate classes. I'm signing off from this class. I'll see you in the next class for Rupaka Thalam, how to do this traditional reduction. Until then, Ponu Ravi signing off with the Thirukural. முறை செய்து காப்பாற்றும் மன்னன் மக்கட்கு இறை என்று வைக்கப்படும். What is the meaning of it? நீதி செலுத்தி பகைவர் வருந்தாமல் பாதுகாத்து வரும் மன்னன் மக்களால் கடவுள் என்று சிறப்பித்து மதிக்கப்படுவான். If a person, a king, can rule his kingdom with righteousness, following the dharma, he will be treated as a god. That's what Thiruvallur mentions in this Thirukural. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class. In the next class, I will handle the topic of Kuraippu, the reduction, general reduction technique for Rupaka Thalam. Until then, Povanur Arveyer signing off.